The Craftsman Truck Series left their scent all over Talladega last weekend with the hottest action since that Becky's So Hot video. With cautions turned off, it was a steel cage match to see who would survive the intense inferno. After the first stops, the field was separated into 4 packs, and each group had intense battles. The field had to stop for 2 tires and fuel with 15 laps to go, and people were doing it in the stands in response to the excitement. The 13 trucks in the front pack were in a heart-stopping battle for the win, and Darth Vader emerged victorious, spraying Febreze in the bathroom of his poop season. And with 3 races remaining now, Mark Martin has just a vice grip on the lead now, 42 points above John Denver, 62 above Bob Vila. Nathan Jessup now in 4th. Edward Scissorhands has dropped all the way to 8th there. And I got Hank Hill there, Walker Texas Ranger there, and the top 2 non-AC racing drivers over there in the 11 through 40 make it into the eventual Legends Series. And right now that is John Wilkes Booth and Alex Trebek. But then Dwight Schrute and Fleetwood Mac are also tied with Trebek, so we would have to go to some kind of tiebreaker scenario there. But it's looking good for Mark Martin. And it's looking good for Chad Crow in the Owners' Championship battle with 3 races to go. All 3 of his trucks finished in the top 10 at Talladega. He was able to leapfrog. I think he was in 2nd last race. But he was able to take over B. Spinney's spot by 19 points. I thought that was going to be more, and I double-checked it, but that is correct. And it's, I mean, it's almost like a 2-owner battle right now. I mean, we'll keep track of those 2, and then we'll keep track of the R's, R.A. Kaiser and RFY. And then Dumb Man, I mean, how far do you want to go? But the picture's getting a little bit clearer. Jacob and Deanna, I've been trying to warn you. Just haven't been seeing anything from those 3 trucks. And Campbell, I don't know, brother. Matt Geiger sucks. And Bryce is making some moves. I think Miyagi and Rod Woodson are getting some good finishes, because I know Tard Ferguson isn't. And then Phil is kind of just the sleeper right now. But we got 3 races to go. We'll see what happens here. Here at Texas. Here we go.
Gentlemen, start your engines, brothers!
The stars at night are big and bright. Clap, 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 clap. Deep in the heart of Texas. But while it's daytime, the stars are still out here as 40 drivers start their engines for the running of the Strickland Propane 175. All right, this is a very big, nice, fast track. Probably right up Andre's alley. Let's head down to Andre on pit road for some thoughts before this gets kicked off. What do you got, big guy?
Yeah, thanks, Bob. This race last season was emotional and intense. We expect the same this season. We have Randy Savage on the pole. That's the Yoo-Hoo pole. Yoo-Hoo's the official chocolate moisture of NASCAR. The field's going through turn 3 now. You know, they say everything's bigger in Texas. And believe me, as a Giant, I know a thing or two about things being big. You know what I'm saying? These fans are excited. Just a huge grandstands here on the front stretch going through the dogleg. But I wish Mark Martin the best here. Everything's big in Texas, but I heard he's kind of small down there. And he has trouble dealing with the setup going into turn 1. Anyway, we're green, Bob. Up to you.
Thanks, Gary. Or thanks, Andre. I don't know who the hell Gary is. He threw me off by talking about my stuff. Okay, yeah, it does. It is hard for me to negotiate that under the very first lap in turn 1. I'm just not totally up to speed, and I have trouble with the setup. But once I get up to speed, we're in good shape. I forgot to set the BG's clock. 30-second laps, so we'll do lap 8. Once it reads lap 8 on my screen, we are good to go. $117 laps. It's a long one, but I mean it's a 500 miler. But really 175. Hopefully Hank Hill, this is his race. Hopefully he has a good run here. I am keeping an eye on Colonel Jessup. Hopefully he makes some moves here early and moves up the pack. We have full damage and random caution, just the good old stuff. Oh, this is fast stuff. It is actually, I'm actually concentrating, making sure I control this thing in the turns, especially with all these trucks around me right now. But yeah, I'm in the catbird seat now for the championship, but things can turn south in a hurry. I'm not entirely sure how many spots you can gain here early. I don't think we'll have some big mover and shaker numbers, mover and losers or whatever, like we see at short tracks, but you just never know. I know Nathan Jessup is on the move up there. That's what I want to see. Because right now I'm only giving away $90 instead of $100, and if he can jump up there into second place in the points, I only have to give away $80. And that could save my house. About 30 laps here on the pit window. I think it's a little bit more than 30. But we're hitting lap 8 right now, and that is the Bee Gees timer. Oh man, I didn't even run any practice laps here because I had my wheel like sitting on my floor, and to set up the field, you know, to flip the grid and everything, I have to qualify, and I hadn't even viced my wheel to my desk. I just have it sitting on the floor, and then I just steer it around the track for qualifying. So I haven't even, but this feels good, especially the last month and a half, 2 months racing. Oh man, no problem here. I really got shoved up the track there. Just felt like an arrow push, and then Oscar the Grouch just totally backed off. Like the coward he is. Oh, man.
You got a rocket ship today.
Go to hell. I'm sitting P32. I hope we go caution-free, because I'm going to be in a lot of trouble on a restart. Especially on fresh tires, if there are pit stops, man.
Truck up higher. Stay low, truck up high. Stay low, truck up high. Clear.
All right, lap 14. Probably should get a good field snapshot out of the way here early. Pretty much halfway through this first run. Andre, what do you got?
Okay, hey Bob, we have Wednesday Adams in the lead out there. Randy Savage, the pole sitter, has dropped back. He was a pole sitter, right? Yeah, he dropped back to 8th, P8. I'm really having trouble trying to gauge any movers and shakers here. Nothing's standing out from the last race off the top of my head. I apologize to the audience there. But I'm taking a look at Chad Crow's trucks, see where they started, where they're at now. Newman is P27, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar P40, and where are we at? Alex Trebek P33, and B Spinney's trucks. He's got McGruber in P14, and Dwight Schrute P25. And Daenerys is P16. I'm a little out of sorts today, Bob. I'll get it in gear. Nathan Jessup for AC Racing is in P21. Mark Martin in P31.
Yeah, thanks, Andre. You may have had too much coffee before the race. You're all over the place. Just regroup. You'll be all right.
Still there.
All right, we're on lap 24. I've made some moves back here. I was following Hulk Hogan for a few laps, and we were making some passes, and then I just got around him. But now he's fighting back. This is just white knuckle stuff every lap. Just the sheer speed here. I think I cut off Oscar the Grouch a little bit there. Didn't mean to. I'm good in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, I'm having trouble a little bit. Oh, you can't hit the wall like that.
Inside. Clear.
I got damage too. I don't think it's affecting the truck right now. She's still handling pretty well. Oh, you gotta stop hitting the wall, my man. I didn't know we were 3 wide. I didn't know we were 3 wide.
Oh, we got a yellow. Yellow. Come on, keep digging. Right back to the stripe.
All right. I don't think I took on too much damage there. Wow, you can see on low speeds, it's really hard to handle this thing.
Okay, we're under caution there. Lower up. That was some good racing, buddy. Get behind the 71 truck.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't good racing.
Okay, man, pit road is open for business.
We got pit stops, and the random caution just flashed on my screen, so...
Keep it under 4.5, 45, 3,500 in second. The pace truck in turn 1.
I wonder how much damage I did take on here.
The pace truck in turn 2. Oh, shit, something's wrong here. The jackman slipped and fell.
Aw, that's boring. That's the same one we've heard before. There's like 5 or 6 I can play.
The pace truck on the back straight. Go, go, go. Get going.
All right, that shouldn't be too bad damage there.
Is the speed limit 45, 3,500 in second. Hey, watch your speed. 3,500 in second. The pace truck in turn 3.
The nerves have settled down a little bit. Hopefully I can get a good restart here. Let's head down to Andre on pit road for something real quick during before the restart here. What do you got?
Yeah, Dorothy in the lead now. Wednesday Adams back to 6th. Chad Crow not too happy with the Mark Martin there. Looks like Alex Trebek really took a hard hit to the front of his truck. We'll see if that affects the owners, the leader in the owners championship right now. And Jacob Indiana's Oscar the Grouch took a hit there too in that wreck. But we'll send it up to you. It's green.
All right, thanks, Andre. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. It was just that I was teetering on the edge, and it finally broke. That one whack I took really hurt me. And I was just unable to control the truck after that, pretty much. And I'm just hoping back here I'm up to speed. It feels like I am. Oh boy. But I am surprised that Alex Trebek isn't, falling off here. Because he took a head-on shot. And it seems like I'm up to speed. And this is probably what I need. I think I needed just to stay away from the pack and learn how to run this setup again. And maybe there'll be a big wreck that takes out some trucks. I don't know. And then I can survive it. I don't want to do anything too stupid. I'd love to gain some points this race. But my points lead right now is I'm really comfortable with it. Especially if I finish at the back here. I can start up front at North Wilkesboro. You may have to survive some things at North Wilkesboro, but that's sort of a fall in line and survive kind of race at a short track.
Truck outside. Stay low, truck up top. Stay low, truck up top.
So Alex Trebek did find himself back to the rear of the field here, but now he's fighting back. So, I mean, Chad Crow, you hit gold at Talladega with all your trucks in the top 10, but you might be coming back down to earth now a little bit. All right, I still have the truck. That's the thing I was most concerned about. I still have the speed in the truck. I can still get around here. I was really lucky no one hit me that hard.
Still there.
And I was able to stay off the inside wall there.
Clear, clear.
And I think I had made it into the 20s, like P28 or something, so that's my goal now, is to get back there. And I mentioned that the random caution did fly during that caution, so we will not be getting the random caution.
Clear up top. Truck outside. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low. Still there.
Yeah, those couple of laps on my own really helped me. A blessing in disguise, because I was a bundle of nerves there on that first run. Might have a lot to do with the coffee that Andre and I drank prior to the race.
Still there. Still there. Clear up top. Truck up high. Stay low. Truck up top. Clear up top.
We'll let things settle down here for a few more laps and then throw it to Andre for a snapshot.
Truck up top.
It seems like there's a lot of racing going on now. The good stuff.
Clear up top. Truck outside. Stay low. Stay low. Truck up top. Clear, clear. Truck up high. Stay low. Stay low. Truck up top.
Not yet. I think next time on the backstretch we'll throw it to Andre.
Clear, clear.
Oh man, I'm actually afraid to pause the game and set all that up because I'm just in a rhythm right now.
Yeah, Bob, quit your whining. We gotta show the standings. Turd Ferguson in the lead now. Pretty awesome there for Bryce. I guess we're just waiting for something to happen to Turd now. McGruber for B Spinney's up in P13. But let's actually look at the big names in the points race. Joe Dirt and Edward Scissorhands are P15 and 16. Bob Vila P19. John Denver is P27. Mark Martin P29. And Nathan Jessup is P21. Am I forgetting a name? I'm not sure. I don't think I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I don't think I'm missing anybody right now. Alex Trebek apparently is not injured right now. He's running P35. I thought he would have been falling off of the back of the pack, just like you said, Bob. But he's doing all right. And just a lot of good hot racing around here, down here in Texas. 475 degrees when the green flag drops. Unheard of. So those drivers in the cockpits must be sweating their balls off, or their whatever's off if they're female. But send it back to you, Bob.
All right, thanks, Andre. Good info there. And you survived being canceled once. Don't go start. Don't go assuming genders.
Truck up high. Stay low. Stay low. Clear up top.
Tell you what, they get me loose when they get behind me. Oh man. Wow, Wednesday Adams, a big drop. She was leading here, wasn't she? I'm not sure what happened during those last pit stops. She may have taken on, there may have been some contact on pit road with somebody or something. I don't know.
Still there. Clear, clear.
I'd say we're about 7 or 8 laps from pit stops. All right, lap 54. And pit stop should be coming up. I can feel it in my bones. These next couple of laps. Oh, Macho Man for RFY has dropped from the pole position. That's not what RFY wanted to see in terms of the Owners' Championship battle. And I do see John Denver, Mr. Dependable, up there in P20. Of course, it's like exactly where John Denver lives. Just Mr. Consistency, but better than consistency because he's second in the points. So even though RFY might not win the Owners' Championship, I mean, he still has $45 to win with John Denver. Where are these damn pit stops? Oh, I have trouble at the end of the runs here.
Inside there. Still there. Still there.
Oh, I'm feeling deja vu.
Stay high. Clear down low.
I'm just going to survive and not get taken 3 wide. Yeah, I missed the mark on the pit stops. I thought those were coming up quick. But now that they haven't come, I'm starting to do my math again. And probably within the next 2 laps, we'll see them.
Okay, he's showing the cross flag there. We're halfway home, big man. Truck outside. Stay low, truck up top. Stay low, truck up top.
Oh, this is just, again, white knuckle stuff every lap when you're in traffic.
Clear up top.
Man, these pit stops. Where are you at? My right front tire's going. I need to get on pit road here. I am having a hell of a time controlling this thing now.
Inside. Clear, clear.
Yeah, I'm having trouble big time.
Truck inside there. Stay high. Stay high.
Oh, we got a whole slew of trucks going to pass me now, too. There's pit stops, though. That's a big... There's a big brake check by somebody.
20, buddy. Keep hustling. I think we got the truck to beat today.
Now, we got to kind of use Willy Wonka as our pit road gauge. Make sure...
The leader is now on pit road.
Because I think they brake way harder than they should. Or no, it was nice. This is nice.
4.5 is the speed limit. 45. 3,500 in second.
All right, that was a good run. I don't think I took on any damage there. That wasn't a good run. I don't know. I don't know, brother. I'm still a bundle of nerves. This is crazy stuff.
Go, go, go. Get going there. 4,
15-1. That's a pretty good stop.
3,500 in second. The leader is now on pit road. Hey, watch your speed. 3,500 in second.
Well, I'm right with John Denver. I think that's who I was with.
Clear pit lane.
Thereabouts. All right, big sweeping turn to get on the apron here. Let's not get taken out by John Denver. Let's not spin out on the apron. I'm really babying this thing right now.
Merge when you can.
Oh.
Truck outside. Clear, clear.
All right, let's see if I gain some spots, and I gotta try to take care of the tires this run. I'm showing in P27 right now. I must not have gained too many spots. There's Albert Einstein. We were running with him, I remember. He was part of that line of trucks that wanted to pass me. Or did pass me. I don't know. Oh, come on!
Clear, clear.
Oh. That son of a bitch, Einstein. But I should have known. I should have known that he was not going to be up to speed, even though he should have been coming out of pit road. No damage. I mean, running at these speeds, like, someone farting from the stands toward the track could damage your truck, given the speeds that we're running. This is just nuts. Mr. Miyagi's coming hot.
Truck inside.
He's coming super hot.
Clear, clear.
I'll cool his ass off a little bit there.
Truck outside.
We're gonna send it down to Andre for a field snapshot here. Oh boy.
Truck outside.
No, next lap. I wasn't keeping track of the intervals. I want to make sure everybody's on the same lap.
Still there.
Dwight Schrute for B Spinney is in P40 right now. Oh man, this freaking setup.
Hey, Bob, you need to calm down in the cockpit there. Just calm down. You are a menace and a danger to everyone on the track if you don't calm down. Cardi B in the lead. Dorothy is P11. She was in the lead earlier, I think. Turf Ferguson P8, so he's hanging out there. Joe Dirt has moved up a bunch to P7. Darth Vader, winner of the last race, is P10. So this is definitely a mover and shaker kind of racetrack. John Denver, some of those trucks got lost in the wash after those pit stops. John Denver is P33 right now. McGruber for B Spinney back in P34. That's unlike McGruber of recent times. Walker Texas Ranger is back in P36. I don't know. There's just a lot to go on, and I can actually feel how nervous you are, and just the nerves and the anxiety you feel during this race, because I feel it too. And it's almost like I am talking the same way you are. It's pretty crazy how that can spread. But we'll send it back to you up there.
Yeah, thanks, Andre. I forget what you even said. Something about being nervous or something. I am having this setup is a handful. We'll figure it out. I'm having trouble coming out of 2 now. Or maybe Albert Einstein's just really fast.
Truck under you, stay high. Truck under you, stay high. Still there. Stay high. Clear down low.
Holy shit. And with 41 laps to go here, Cardi B still in the lead. Godzilla up there. Great run for Godzilla here. I'm actually pulling for him to get this win. And those 4 trucks have almost like a 3-second lead on the next group. Billy Ocean leading that in P5. And John Wilkes Booth making another appearance in the top 10 here for R.A. Kaiser. Bob Vila for Dumb Low up there as well. And Darth Vader looking for a second straight win.
Hamburger places think they can become chicken experts overnight. And even though they may make chicken nuggets, it's not that easy to get chicken right.
At Kentucky Fried Chicken, our nuggets have our secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, so they taste great. In fact, people who said they've ever tried Kentucky Nuggets and McDonald's chicken nuggets rated ours higher on taste.
So try the nuggets from the chicken experts. Anyone else could be just winging it.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
PBS Sports welcomes you back to the Strickland Propane 175. We're on lap 89 now. We've done the math. We're about 8 laps from pit stops. Stay tuned after the race on PBS for a special documentary, Women the Vote. Time travel back to the 1920s, 1918, I think. It wasn't so long ago that women couldn't vote. Pretty incredible. But follow the women's suffrage movement as they make their moves and get women the right to vote. That's Women the Vote after today's race. Shocking development here. I am, this time around, going to be P40. I think that damage, that lick I took, especially being in a couple wrecks, but I think that first one where I smacked the wall really hard. I think that just messed my truck up. To where I can't recover. And I mean, all of my tires are yellow right now. That should not be the case. I think I'm just dealing with a beat up truck, and I mean, that's just it. I mean, the top 10 streak is dead. I'm gonna get lapped eventually. Not a good time for Mark Martin right now. Dwight Schrute's passing me like I am.
Truck inside there.
Like,
Clear, clear.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to latch on to him, and he's way off the pack. I wonder if he took on damage on pit road or something. Yeah, I can't hang with them on these tires at all. Now, I have nothing to lose. My strategy now, we're about 2 laps from pit stops. I'm going to pit now. Like I said, I have nothing to lose. My best case scenario is have fresh tires for 20-some laps and hopefully gain some spots. But I don't know. But I'm going into pit right now. Cardi B still out in the lead. Hopefully I showed some kind of... Well, there goes my plan. I mean, Dwight Schrute's pitting, so...
4, 5,
my plan is shit because pit stops have begun anyway.
502nd.
Just not good. Not good stuff. We'll get Andre on board for the final field snapshot here in a few laps after everything cycles through.
Go, go, go. Get out of here. 4, 5 is the speed limit. 45. 3,502nd. Hey, watch your speed. 3,502nd.
What was funny is during the commercial break, like after I went to commercial, you know, I paused the game for a minute, took a breather,
Now on pit road.
and I had resigned myself to saying, "Hey, just run in the low 30s and get your points. Just realize you're not going to win this race. You've had all these great finishes recently." And then my tires just went. But again, I have a comfortable lead in the points. I'll be starting near the front, probably on the pole at North Wilkesboro. I can maybe win that thing.
The leader is now on pit road. Okay, we're hitting the home stretch here. 20 laps to go.
And this is Smokey the Bear. I'm going to be able to gain this spot, quote unquote, for right now.
Inside. Clear down low.
And I guess I'm just trying to take her easy. Not use up my tires, try to preserve whatever spots I gain. 'Cause it seems like I'm gaining some spots through these pit stops. Son of a bitch, Macho Man. The pole setter for RFY, and he's way back here in the standings now. I would love to be like P35 or less. Or better, I should say. I'm P37, so I'm guessing Macho Man, Alex Trebek, and Smokey the Bear are bringing up the rear now. That's about right. And we're 26 seconds ahead of the leader, so the leaders are coming up on us now. And I don't want to have an effect on the race. But we'll get a final snapshot from Andre the Giant here when I get near the start-finish line, so we can get some decent intervals.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. Just hang in there, buddy. You're really stressed out. Just hang in there. Godzilla in the lead. Was able to grab the lead after pit stops, and he's 2.31 seconds ahead of second place Fleetwood Mac. But they are going to be encountering lap traffic soon, so we'll try to show that for you here on PBS Sports. Cardi B was the leader before pit stops, but now she's 5 seconds back. John Wilkes Booth, Joe Dirt, Darth Vader, your mom, Bob Vila, Billy Ocean, all up there in the top 10. I don't know. Trying to find the big hitters and the points. Joe Dirt is up there. Edward Scissorhands P16. McGruber P28. That's just the name we've been watching recently. John Denver back in P33. And that's Mark Martin's big competition here. The Bob Vila thing for Mark Martin's going to hurt. I mean, that's going to be a 30-point swap here pretty much this race. Yeah, I guess Alex Trebek never recovered for Chad Crow. But I'm not seeing the other two Chad Crow trucks here. Let me find them. Wow. Newman snuck up to P11. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, though, is P36. So, we'll see what those Owners' Championship points look like at the beginning of the next race. But I'm going to let you finish this up here.
All right, thanks for the info, Andre. We'll try to keep an eye on those leaders, see if they're hitting the back of the field. Yeah, I'm doing okay here. I got 10 laps to go. I've gained some spots. I'm hanging out with John Denver, one of my big points nemesis right now. So he's not really going to gain points on me. But now RFY has to worry about Bob Vila taking over second place from John Denver. Yeah, my tires are already starting to hurt me. I'm already missing marks and everything.
10 more laps to go. 10 to go. Inside.
Tell you what, I'm surprised we haven't gotten a wreck here at Texas. Even in the last season, I don't think we had the quote-unquote big one that I know Texas is good for. Usually involves one of the cars or trucks getting together into turn 3 and one of them hooking the other one into the outside wall. Godzilla is 2/10 away from Randy Savage, so he's probably on him now. So I'm probably showing that hot action back there.
Truck inside there.
I gotta let Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just go, because we're gonna be racing back and forth here. I'd rather just go, give up the spot. Conan O'Brien running P2 right now, 1.4 seconds back of Godzilla. And as I said, Godzilla's most likely encountering Macho Man. But he gets around him, and then Alex Trebek's way ahead of them, so it's just a matter of getting around Macho Man, but he might just draft with him and cruise home. I don't think Macho Man's injured at all. Just kind of got shuffled to the back.
We got 5 laps to go.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know the setup's a handful when you're like the first lap, and my first run was good up until just nailing that wall. All right, Conan O'Brien has closed it on Godzilla. 1 second gap between the two. Unless something drastic happens back there, I don't think he has time. Yeah, he just gained 0.04 of a second there, and I think they're coming up on the white flag. I think they're getting the white flag here. Oh, Smokey the Bear. Gotta let him go.
Truck inside there.
Not worth it. So I'm losing these spots. No problem.
Still there. 2 laps to go. 2 to go. Truck under you. Stay high.
Start on the outside of the front row at North Wilkesboro. I'll take it. Godzilla looks like he's going to hold off Conan O'Brien. If that's even a battle right now, I'm not even sure.
There's the white flag, big man.
Godzilla took it. What a win. Fleetwood Mac getting a good finish. Joe Dirt getting a big finish for him. That's a big finish for him. Newman snuck into the top 10. If that's cycled through already, I'm not sure. But me and Macho Man. Hey, everyone. Hi. And then the Macho Man will close up shop here. All right, looking at the results. Godzilla with the win, of course. Joe Dirt, the big points name, got a good finish for him. John Wilkes Booth again showing up in the top 10 for R.A. Kaiser. And R.A. Kaiser has Edward Scissorhands over in P12, and then Doc Holliday in P13. I didn't even notice that until just now. So, R.A. Kaiser, we'll talk about the Owners' Championship points. He might be in the lead now. Newman for Chad Crow is circled there because he's the points leader, but you don't see Chad Crow's other two trucks on this front page of the standings, and there's nothing else to really talk about right now on this front page. And yeah, let's see, Nathan Jessup P22 for me, so that's good. And he was an early mover and shaker or whatever, so that's good. And yeah, nothing's really sticking out. And you look over on the right though. I have Chad Crow's trucks circled because again, he's the points leader. Probably not anymore, I'm going to say. John Denver, I think it's 2 bad finishes in a row. Yeah, he started P12. So he had a bad finish last race, 27, 29, something like that. So that's 2 bad finishes for him. I enjoy it immensely because Nathan Jessup just gained 12 more points on him this race. That's great. And then Randy Savage again for RFY. He had Hogan, I think, on the first page of the standings, but RFY's taking a hit here in the points. But hey, it all gets flipped going to the next race at North Wilkesboro. And then finally checking out the bonus points this race. Cardi B got the extra bonus point for leading the most laps. Ari Kaiser got an Edward Scissorhands point there. Randy Savage led a lap. I think Turf Ferguson's been leading some races recently. And actually, in the one snapshot, from when I saved the replay for the snapshot to when I ran the replay to show the snapshot, he had been passed in that one snapshot. That was pretty wild. He was already he was already back in third over the course of, half a lap. And then the fastest laps of the race there are McGruber, Bigfoot, and Pete Rose. Way to go, Pete. So that does it. We are done with Texas. This race shook me up. I was editing this, and I was like, what the hell is going on with my face? But I think that damage early on killed me. That I highlighted smacking the wall there on the backstretch, and then the truck, even though it said, there was damage on it, and then there was no cosmetic damage, but I guess it was just weird the rest of the race. But whatever. Hey, I'm starting at the front at North Wilkesboro next race. So, and I'm going to have, I don't know what kind of points lead I'll have. We'll check out the points. We'll check out the Owners' Championship points. We only have 2 races to go here. North Wilkesboro and then Atlanta. Thanks for watching.